Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your reading. Happy birthday. Hope you have a beautiful birthday. This reading is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And you may have planets here. You may be intuitively guided here. Welcome, everyone. So glad to have you back. This is for May 2019. Almost to 2018. I hope not, because I don't know why, but something came up, like when I said May 2018, reminded me of something that happened in May that I haven't thought about, and wasn't good, so anyway, this is for May 2019. Time is fluid, though, so it may, it just really depends, because I know people who were drawn to like older readings that I've done that was the exact message they needed to hear, like a year later. So, I know it's more about what you're drawn to, really. Boy, my voice sounds so low today. Boy. Okay, anyway. We need to get to the Tibetan singing bowl so I can calm my mind. This is going to let our guides know that we are ready. We're just going to travel with the tone. Release the outcome. And just go with the flow. And let's begin. Beautiful. That was a very high pitched. I wish I knew the exact tone, because there's definitely different frequencies on that bowl. Okay, we're going to use the Good Tarot. I've been using this. I think this will be the fourth reading. They do have somewhat of a different meaning, and I have to be honest, I didn't really read through the book. I don't normally read through the book, because I read more intuitively anyway, so, I could be looking at the Four of Pentacles, and the book meaning is one thing, but I may not even pick up on that. It may take me somewhere else, so I know the underlying, right, like the meanings, I know them. It just depends, and numbers, there's different things that I pull from the readings, the numbers, how the cards are facing, what they're saying to each other. There's a lot of different things. I don't know why I bring this up. Anyway, that's how I read. I don't know why I even brought that up. So, anyways, this is Good Tarot. And initially I was not, once I got them, I wasn't that drawn to them. But like most of my decks, once I get them out and I start really using them, it's like they come alive for me. So, and that's what's going on with the Good Tarot. It has some really strong messages, bringing forth strong messages. Okay, just calm my mind for a second. I have a very strong image of a cross in front of me. It's like a brown cross. Maybe it's a wooden cross. Definitely symbolism. And it's just the cross. It's like a brown, like dark, maybe stained cross. wood. Okay. The wind just started howling. What's going on, Taurus? What are we about to embark on? Let's see what's going on. All right, we open up with the Page of Fire, the Page of Wands, and Major Arcana of the Sun. Beautiful. It's always a good sign when the sun shows up in your reading, because no matter what was going on, what is going on, it talks about that period being lifted. Now, there may be something before that, right? But just it's great energy. You know, I wanted to look up what's going on in the sky, where the moons are at, like the High Priestess. But I didn't. And I'm seeing the sun and the moon so close. This isn't the moon card, which is, you know, can be a representation of the twin flames. You know, it's not the moon, but boy, that moon within the card, just the way the sun is looking back, like urging someone to come forward. So it's like manifesting, going into meditation, that type of energy, but a different form of meditation, because I feel like through this I am consciously, it's weird I say consciously, sending energy out. In the hopes of it reaching a particular person. And I'm talking so slow because, you know, I'm getting, sometimes I feel like I'm getting a lot. I need to kind of separate it in my mind. Because I also feel this is about the law of attraction. What I'm feeling is like being reminded of the laws of the universe. And one of them being the law of attraction. Almost calling that energy in, like, okay, I'm calling this in with this purpose. And I'm just realizing the High Priestess is sitting right here. It's just so weird. I didn't even see her. You know, she's like in the background. So, you know, it just feels like I know I'm going slow, guys, sorry, but I want to let it seep in, because I feel like I feel like there's a lot of things going on within the spiritual world. And our involvement in it. You know, this is not just about angels and family members working on our behalf, though they are. This is about us. So it's like, it's almost like traveling, you know, maybe astro traveling. I don't know, it's like to the school of everything. Does that mean like the Akashic records? Or, you know, they call it third level in heaven, which is the library. Let's keep going. There's the sun and the moon. Sun and the moon. I mean, chances are we are talking about a relationship here. Or, you know, I'm saying a relationship. I'm going to change it and say a connection. I feel like a youthful connection. But I'll be honest, like, you know, what I'm feeling is we were kids together. But what I'm seeing in my mind is kids playing, and it feels like, I feel like I'm in, like, England, in a courtyard playing, and the clothing is, like 13th century. I don't really know, but it's around there. Okay, anyway, so this is telling me that this connection, what we're learning about it, you know, astro traveling, gaining knowledge through it, like traveling with purpose. My soul is, my spirit is going home to learn. But it's definitely about a connection. Part of it. Probably not all of it. Look at, you have the Fool. We have the sun actually creeping in. I know, oh well, I can barely see this, huh? I know it's hard when the sun hits them. It's so pretty here. I just have to tell you, it's like quite beautiful. Look at this. Here's this image of, it's like a little girl. And it's just like these sparks all around her, and it feels like these sparks are wow. And I just have to say, the sun just hit some of these sparks, the real sun, and it just looked like they just caught on fire almost. It was quite beautiful. But these sparks feel like our soul family, you know, our loves. But I feel like, I don't know why I'm talking so slow. I definitely feel like this is the call of reuniting. It almost feels like a twin flame reading, I'll be honest. I I know there's going to be a lot of people who are like, no, Sandy, no. But I can't help it. Like, if you notice, that's probably why I'm talking slow, because I feel it, but I don't really want to say it. I want to make sure, put it that way, but I can't, it's like I can't deny it. Is that for everyone? I'm sure not. But for those that it is for, I just can't sit here and deny it. But I can tell you this, does it have to be twin flame? No. But boy, the sun and moon just keeps calling my name. But the connection, it's a soul connection, okay? And it is a call to do it again. And I feel more this is about someone I was with in a previous lifetime. I mean, it means they're living now. Let's keep going. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of you may have already made a connection with them. And I feel more in a spiritual way, in a spiritual sense. We have temptation, card of Capricorn. I have the Five of Swords. I have the Hierophant. 5 and 5 right by each other too. 15. Look at that, 3 5s. This is about change. And, I have to look at the 3 5s. So I have temptation, anchored by the Hierophant. 2 totally different cards, right? If you think about it just from like even if you relate it to, let's say, the Bible, right? Adam and Eve. I don't know, like this temptation card has me stumped, but it has me stumped in a way, because I know what it's talking about here, but it's reminding me of Adam and Eve. So the story of Adam and Eve, or that Eve gave into the temptation. And is this asking us to be careful about something, something that something within us, that maybe when we go to that place, I feel like something within us, like our angry place or what have you, that the remembrance that what I say, what I say is imprinted in the fabric of everything, right? Everything we say, everything we do, it's imprinted. And maybe if we remember that, we can, like, think sometimes before we speak. Because what this is talking about is something that I have a tendency to do or am tempted to do, that feels like it's for my own good, but it's almost like why am I stuck here? It's almost like revenge, that type of energy. So I need to be careful that I'm not reacting to something or everything with that type of energy, because what it's doing, it's affecting more than me, and perhaps the person that I really wanted to affect. It's affecting many more in some way. And, it's like a call to recognize that. So maybe as a collective, I can think about that, and maybe then change it. Change. To where? Into the Hierophant energy, right? Into a more spiritual energy with the Hierophant. This is the energy to ask you to consider your spirituality more, especially the High Priestess right above that. And then that's the 7, which is this very spiritual number. I hope you guys are just following me on this, because I'm just literally just allowing it to come out. But be careful, because it's literally like you're walking a tightrope. And I feel like what it means, and I don't know if it relates to anything back here, but I feel like what it means is, it's such a fine line between maybe right and wrong. But I don't know if it's right or wrong. Like cool and uncool, like that wasn't cool, but the consequences are much more deeper than just cool and uncool. Maybe that's what we need to remember. Okay. So we also have the Capricorn and Taurus energy right here. But in between it, we have the 5 of Swords. So this lets us know the mindset of, two people. It's funny, I have Leo right above. And I've noticed the Taurus is separated. There's a distance between Taurus and Capricorn. And it's definitely due to the 5 of Swords energy, which is, just conflict over the way we talk, communication. It's ego energy. And, and I'm going to stab you before you stab me. But, now that I'm thinking how I'm hearing how this spreads out, well, that's what happens in the 5 of Swords. I should have realized that. Because a lot of the images, not in this one, but you'll see someone carrying the swords, walking away from, what looks like their family after everyone's wounded. So it does talk about, that is more than one person. Okay. Anyway. You know, and then I see the sun up here, and yeah, card of Leo, but I have a feeling for this Taurus and Capricorn. If nothing else, this is earth energy. You know, in a bookcase like this, you know, it is a call to make sure you're grounded, right? Make sure you're grounded. But the sun also looks like illumination over some of the problems, like illuminating what needs to be seen by each party. You know, this isn't just, it's right down the middle. So this is a fair resolution. You know, resolution can be found here if the two parties want it, right? Passion needs to be a part of it. And, you know, moving out of the head space and back into the heart space. You know, get out of that head space. I have a feeling when this is illuminated, and when I say illuminated, I mean clarity. Not just, okay, yeah, I know, we fight. This is like clarity over, you know, how does something stick with me? Well, if I know that I hurt someone, I feel it. Like, ah, oh, man, I didn't mean to do that, right? I feel it like, ah, I feel bad. And I don't know what I'm saying, but that brings me, it just brings me a clarity so I can feel my action. So then hopefully I can remove it. It's just what it feels like, but for both parties. Again, this is down the middle. This is a 50-50 each. And then, you know, passions above. So maybe you can bring it back together. I'm just going to say this, but I really don't know anything about this, but I feel like for some of you who maybe you collect crystals, I feel like you need your crystals blessed. Now, I don't know what that means. And you may even have an altar. Yeah, you know, I feel like you can say a prayer. There's something you can find. You know, I have holy oil that I use. Maybe I was just meant to tell you guys that. I got it at St. Jude's online. You know, I have to say, I had this in, I think it was a twin flame reading that I did last week. I felt that people were receiving feathers. Taurus, I gotta say, I feel like you are too. And maybe white. I mean, it's just so prominent there. You may add a white feather to your altar. You know, your sacred space. You know, to me, my desk is my sacred space. You know, and I give thanks to everything, and but you might be adding a white feather. I also feel like, this is interesting. I feel like you should also do a test, an experiment, where we as a collective each try to manifest our own white feather. And then we'll just come back next month and, or through the month, and just leave your comment if you found a white feather. I think I'm going to try to manifest it for all of you. But we'll see. We have the Three of Swords. I feel like saying to someone, I feel like I need to say the words that you're going to rise out of this. You're going to rise up. Well, I just noticed this little bird's got a crown on his head. Actually, I think it's an emperor. Which symbolizes father, grandfather, and that's weird because Aries had strong grandfather energy. And you guys seem to too. And it feels like someone tried to reach you in spirit. It's almost like they want you to turn around and see that, what your heart is aching over. It's almost like if you could turn around and look, you could see, to the future you in love. And someone's trying to, it's like a father, a grandfather. Somebody who gives wise counsel. Okay. There's something about the color blue. And the blue I'm talking about is almost like turquoise. But more on, well, I want to say more on the blue side, but I don't know. Because I'm also feeling like, sea glass. There's something about it. It may be a healing stone for Taurus, and I don't know. Okay, I'm just telling you what I'm getting. So, but I feel it enough that I feel like I have to mention it. And I do feel like I need to lighten up about the exact color. It's forms of turquoise. And it feels like there's a particular healing behind it. Again, I have no clue. I am going to look it up, though, because this is interesting. But there's a healing component that I feel like it can help soothe your thoughts, but also your heart. Wait, I'm right. Did you know what I'm hearing? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay. I have the Seven of Fire, Seven of Wands, and I have the Eight of Cups. Guys, I'm just going with the flow here. there's no particular order that the cards have to come out. I'm just totally going with the flow here, and I feel like what's going on is it's starting to break down into different messages, but we know it'll weave back. Ooh. Well, okay, I mean, what I'm getting right now is I'm getting an image of someone sneaking away, and I do feel like, with money. That may not, doesn't necessarily have to be money. It could be like, maybe you're going through a divorce, and, this could be you too, like sneaking over and grabbing what you feel is yours. And I definitely feel the fighting over it beforehand, like, trying to come to some type of resolution here, but, no, no, no. So at least, is it going to happen? Well, somebody's thinking about it. So, and, they're not doing it, they may do it in the light of day, but, well, it seems like they don't want you to know, or you don't want them to know, but then, that adds in that takes it to a new level of thinking my house was burglarized. Okay. So this can also be someone telling you, or someone telling, like, the insurance company, something like that, yeah, I lost that, or that was stolen, or no, that burnt in the fire, or, whatever it is. I feel like hiding something by saying that, they lost control of it in some way. But I feel like they actually have it. Like if it's a document, I feel like they actually have that document. And I do feel like someone is also, on top of that, they're going to collect insurance money. So, that's insurance fraud. And I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to point things out. So, because I don't know, some of you may be on one end, some of you may be on the other. But it's important enough for me to bring it up. Especially with the sun at the top of the table. Whatever I'm doing, whatever is done, how do I say this? Everything is revealed. So even my secrets, even my, if I try to be sneaky, I'll get caught. This is not the time. Because the sun is bright, I have to also point out, and I don't even want to take it this far, but, I'm seeing this image of a child's toy. And by the way, I also want to remind everyone that, again, the sun will illuminate what's going on here. So if it's, okay, I'm just going to let that be. I feel like I could go on and on, but it's gonna take me to a whole story. I think the main message came out. Don't do anything that can get you busted. Okay? Don't do it. And I feel like that might be for all of us, like, just be careful through the month of May that, do anything underhandedly. Or if it's happening to you, this is about someone not getting away with it. Excuse me 1 second. We have the Strength card, number 8, card of Leo. So we have Leo represented twice through Major Arcana. And then we have Patience, which is Temperance. Two beautiful energies side by side. Wow. Temperance, or patience as it's written here, is, the patience is about, how I kind of see it is like giving the universe room to breathe, to help co-create. But it's also, I feel like the energy of receiving blessings that felt like they were held back from me. Now that's not the case, right? But this is the thinking. As so-and-so, got married, had kids, blah, blah, blessed, blessed, blessed. This person's been blessed, that person's been blessed, everyone's been blessed. When do I get my blessing? When is it my turn? And I just have to say what I just said, what I see now is like this energy from the Five of Swords, and I have to say, the sun coming through my window is illuminating the perfect things for me, because it's showing me through the Strength card, which is a card of overcoming, right? Overcoming usually ourselves, our addictions, our evil ways of being, overcoming the things that just don't suit us moving forward. It's clearly showing me like the Five of Swords energy bursting through the Strength card. So part of what I'm overcoming is that energy within that Five of Swords. And you know what? I'm going to read from a book, and just see what this card, what the meaning is for this card. I don't know. I feel like conflict is a good way to see my motives and intentions. I use this experience to grow into a more authentic version of myself. It's not important to win. It's important to have integrity. Other people have different ways of thinking and may not always be in agreement with me. I open to this opportunity to live and let live. Okay, so clearly this is, that's the energy that we're overcoming. Right? We are being illuminated to it so that we can have the clarity over it to overcome it. Because we don't want to be that way, and you guys know what I'm talking about, like times that you just, and you say things, and normally saying within the Five of Swords, it's the way I'm communicating. It's the way people communicate to me, but I feel like this is about overcoming something within you. And definitely coming from the lower energy. You know, and what's the blessing that it brings? Well, temperance brings it in, right? So it's divine. It's better than we can imagine. It's the energy of, this was worth waiting for. Now that I see it, it was worth waiting for. Well, you're not believing it here, so maybe that's what you need to remember. Anyway, this is being able to overcome that. Hierophant right above that too. You know, a higher way of thinking. Higher way of thinking brings a higher way of being. Let's do one more round. I want to see what temperance is bringing out. I like, you know, how we were talking earlier, for those who know that we're talking about a twin flame, I feel like temperance is a good omen for you. I like seeing temperance, seeing the moon, seeing the sun. You know, and temperance may be at this point bringing in the full energy, bringing in the new experience, right? We have the Seven of Pentacles. Well, hello, being rooted in time. This is, you know, to me, it's almost like the soul contract. You know, hello, it's May 15th, today's the day. You know, like a call to you. Get out of bed, today's gonna change your life. I feel like for an earth sign, you know, I'm earth too, so I get what I'm about to say, but I feel like as an earth sign for the month of May, I feel like you're going to feel more like a fire sign. You're going to have more passion in you, stirred in you. You know, what I like about it is, like, when I say you're going to have more passion in you, this isn't all coming from your own creativity. This is also the universe giving things like running into situations and different things that just kind of feel magical and start to ignite, trigger that part of you. It may be an energy shift through the universe, an energy through temperance, preparing you, right? Because we're starting at the full energy. We're starting at the beginning. And as the full, what took place in my past really has no importance moving forward other than the collective wisdom. You know, it's like, I take that wisdom, put it in the memory bank. You know, I don't have to think about it. I don't have to react in it. It's in the memory bank. You know, it's gone. Especially with the sun here too. You know, it's going to best suit me to take on more of a youthful approach. Youthful approach just means I don't have to think it all out. I need to just take a chance. Got the Page of Fire here. Take a chance. Anyway, you know, sometimes I wonder, do you even have a choice? Do we have a choice? Because someone clearly coming into your life and I'm feeling very strongly with the Seven of Pentacles, as literally like the universe calling. You know, like chapter 1 through 8 have been written. They don't need to be rewritten, right? They're already written. You're now going into chapter, 9 through 18. And it's new experiences, it's different experiences. Listen, it can be with the same person. We have the Two of Pentacles. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like we're moving into, we're moving into the deliverance of. I'm getting this strong urge that someone watching right now, I feel like you're longing for someone, and I feel like this person or you, I feel like you live by the beach. You walk along the beach. I don't know where, but I mean, you walk the beach, and I feel like there is a longing, or they walk the beach, okay? But I feel like maybe you both are walking a beach, but because I feel like during that walk is when you really think deeply about this other person, or they you. Maybe you're thinking about each other. Because I feel like you could get lost in, you could get lost in these thoughts. But I feel like it's, something's coming to fruition that it's going to ask us to make a choice. For some of you, this could be a choice of location. I feel like we're talking more about love here, though. So it could even be making a choice of, someone coming in, clearing things up. You may not even be separated. You may be living together, but you feel like you're living separate lives. It just feels like, again, the illumination over what we can do to eradicate the problem. This isn't just about cutting it out. This is about cutting it off. Cutting it off. It's like cutting the cancer out. So it just lets me know that, some of these things are going pretty dark. That it needs cut off. You need to cut that cancer off. Okay. And I gotta say, I also feel, I feel if you're in a decision, and that decision's coming up, I feel like that also will be illuminated to you. So, what does that mean? That means, when I feel like the universe is getting involved in something, things just seem to go so easy, right? But do you ever try to do something like maybe fly from where you're at to another country, and every single thing goes wrong? Everything. And it is just pure hell getting through it, right? It's resistance. Well, I feel like it is the universe's way of like, wait, this may not be the best time. I think about people, you know, who didn't go to work on 9/11 here in America, and their lives were spared. Is that intuition? Yeah. It's connecting with universal energy. And wow, that can take my mind so far, because I think about that, connecting with universal energy. People actually got an intuitive feel not to go to work, and it saved their lives. So that tells us that the universe, it's almost like the universe knew before the person had this feeling, right? You would have to see. This is what I do at night. I think. I'm a thinker, and that's going to be my next thing, because I don't know. It just grabbed me. Okay, sorry, I had to take you along. The King of Fire, King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and the Hangman. So there's a pause on this king. Okay. So this King of Fire is definitely someone's love. Can be male. It is male. Can be female. And I would only say that in a general reading. If I was doing a personal reading, it absolutely would be male, unless it's just the energy of. But it's the energy of someone that has my heart. Hmm. Um, I feel like this person. Okay, I feel like for someone, this person may be someone who is married, has children, has commitment. Um, Maybe not love for the children, of course, but there's commitment. Taurus, much like you, responsible, gets the job done, sees the big picture. And this may be, the wanting of this person, waiting for this person to divorce. Um, what can I say? I feel like they will eventually, but I feel like this is asking you to try to pull back your energy. Maybe if even asking it. And one of the reasons why, not that, maybe I shouldn't say this because I'm not sure, but I feel like one of the reasons is, as I keep saying and saying it, because this person has a sense of responsibility, that weighs even more. So I don't know if it helps. Okay, but here's the thing: I feel like the universe is just saying, back off your energy, and this is going. Listen, there's no way around this. This is a game of waiting. Um, it just is. And, the connection's definitely been acknowledged and everything, the two of you, like, the connection that you two have. And I definitely feel like, and of course this could be the other way too, but I feel like, they have your heart, you have their heart, but the actual movement away from the responsibility. It need to be like a family business. Before they're going to be... I think you get what I'm saying. This person, you know, they got to work on that. They have the strength card at the left corner. So, you know, that's universal help, right? Universal help right above them. This is just someone who wants to do it right, okay? That's all I can say. I'm going to leave that be. Because it's not like yes, no, anything like that. It's like, here's the facts, and base your decision off of that. If you need to make a decision, maybe it's just let things just ride. Excuse me, one sec. Four of Pentacles. I have no clue how long this reading has been. You're getting a lot of your own elements coming out now. It's weird. I'm getting similar messages here and there that I got for Aries, and I did Aries yesterday, so a completely different day. But I am getting the image of someone. You may be making a decision of buying a family home, and I feel like this is more of like buying one of my family members' homes. You know, like my mother's old home, my grandmother's old home, that type of thing. My aunt's old home. Or it could be like building a family home. I feel like location is what has been in the air, up in the air. And you know, anyway, I feel like everything's going to work out fine there. But I also feel like there's someone considering. You know, you would love to move to the beach. You would love to move near water. Let me put it that way. You'd love to move near water. But what is stopping you is the cost of living. I feel like where you live now, like the average price of a home is maybe even a little bit below average. And where you'd be going is the complete opposite, you know. You know, it's like moving from a 3-bedroom home into a studio apartment. So you're up in the air about that. And I want to say, just go to the beach. But I am getting a feeling that, you know, I do have to keep in mind, you know, I cannot live beyond my means. That's the main thing. So if I go, I feel like saying west, then I have to be willing to live below my means. And then I know the other argument, if I stay put, I have extra money, I could save money. Wow, okay. You know, I mean, it feels like you're supported no matter what. It's just more about understanding it. You know, knowing the pros and cons of both. But I don't feel like you're being held back at all. the way, I feel like you could always move back home. You could always move back. I've done that myself. Just moved to the state of Washington, and I was there for like 3 months. And then I came back. Oh, I moved to Pennsylvania and came back. You can always come back home. Whoa, okay, cars are like flying, getting crazy. Okay. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Two of Wands. This feels like you wanting to take that trip. Well, more than just a trip. You know, it's the energy feeling tied to something, even though maybe what I really want is out there. I'm feeling kind of tied to where I'm at. And I feel like that's a temporary thing. Look at that. We have the Ace of Cups. Look at that. And we have the Ace of Swords. Beautiful. Well, first thing this tells me is this is the truth within of your authentic person, okay? If you give them the title. It is, I don't know why, but why do I feel like Taurus needs a lot of confirmation? There may be someone in your mind you go back and forth and back and forth. But are they really my soulmate? You know, I love them so much. And then another time, you're like, but do I really love them? What makes me love them? It's my imagination. I don't love them. But then you go back, I just feel like who are they? Why are they here? Like, why can't I get over them? That type of energy. Hello, we can thank the sun for that. You know, and it just feels like you're learning a lot of things about important parts of your life through the month of May. You know, not like little spiritual tidbits, but we're learning major things that are truly allowing us, if we choose, right? Aces are the potential. If we go into it, but bringing us back to the full energy, right? And opening with fire, Page of Fire. I love that because this is the energy of wanting adventure, being willing, saying yes to adventure. Not letting the fear stop me. Okay, let's go back down here for a second. So, you know, here's the thing. I feel like this is really for everyone here because this is talking about, you know, sitting in the energy of pain, of dissatisfaction. You know, boredom. Like sitting in this energy that it feels like it's been part of me for such a long time. But you're being triggered, right? You're being triggered to move out of that energy. You're being triggered that you've become comfortable in the pain. You've become comfortable in the pain. And there's a need, you know, if you want to move out of it, that's your choice. But there's a need to almost let let the universe in. Like, let, get sun. Get some sun. Get out in nature. Definitely get out in nature. And that's going to help clear your mind. Because there is, okay, it's just a call that you're comfortable in your pain. I'm going to leave it there. Energy is available to help move you out of that, right at the beginning of it. But all I got to do is let a little light in, just a little. That's enough to spark both these aces. Ace of Cups is the energy of unconditional love. And, that's universal energy. And that never goes away. It's always there. With that pearl. But this is also the energy of loving oneself. Loving who I am, the authentic me, and not apologizing for it anymore. This is who I am. That's how I feel about my readings. Hey, these are how long my readings are. Go on the ride with me or hop off. Now I just felt bad for saying that. Anyway, guys, this is quite beautiful. It felt like a very crooked path to get here. But, man, everywhere is about new beginnings, right? The fives, change. Change within and change of scenery, so to speak. The ability to overcome really the yuckiness in our head. And to cut it off for good. And that alone just opens up a portal of whole new energy for you, right? And through that energy, it is manifesting. Don't forget, you don't have to. I hope some of you do. Try to manifest yourself a white flower or a white feather. I want to see how many of us can do it. And you don't have to put a lot of time in it, too. Just like, I want the universe to bring me a white feather. Bring me a white feather. Alright, guys, I think I'm going to leave that there. I hope you have a beautiful birthday. I hope you have a wonderful May. Yeah. Thanks, guys. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.